is it?
Yeah.
So I'll reduce 35, 40 minutes to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Otherwise people get bored. So leave it this. I do real time as well. It just depends. If you get past me, I usually do that in real time. Yeah, I saw that program. I like it here, for example, when you've got that ship there, and slowly, and then with 10 times in, I can watch them with the ropes.
Yeah. Is that what?
Well, this is the S22, 23 came with the 10 times optical zoom, and then they reduced it back to 5 times optical zoom. You can still do 10 times, but it's the quality is not as good. So they're bringing the rope now. And I'll just go very slowly because I'll be doing at least 4 times faster, so you've just got to go really slowly. Yeah, I've done a few tricks of the trade to sort of maximise the video. I do cross dissolves where you go from one clip to another and it's a really smooth transition. And you do audio phase. So each transition is an audio phase. Merges. Yeah, so the cross dissolve plus the audio phase. So you're going from one to another, and then you go from the zoom clip to a outer clip, and then you can do Ken Burns effect where even with a picture, and then go closer in and further out. I'm not an expert. Good enough for what I do. I don't make it what I mean. It's just a matter of still being able to create something out of a hobby that I've had pretty well all my life. I went to Holland when I was 5 years old on a passenger ship. So 5 weeks on a passenger ship as a 5-year-old, even though I've got the only main memory I've got of it is sailing in the Red Sea, looking at the ocean, and I had my teddy bear in my hand, and I dropped my teddy bear. So that was the most traumatic experience. So I remember dropping my teddy bear. And that was my main memory of that trip. And then on the way back to Australia 2 years later when I was 7, crossing the Indian Ocean in a storm, and the ship was rolling like this, and I was by myself as a 7-year-old, and I thought the ship was going to turn over. I was by myself, I wasn't with my parents, I just went wandering by myself. And I was on the promenade deck on those ships where it doesn't look really that And so that that love stays with you for the rest of your life. And the same as seeing steam trains coming in the Millicent when I was a kid. I've gone into the trains. I wish I had been into it while I was doing my world train experience. I was in South Africa.
Probably saw made anything like
I took a few, but South Africa still had lots and lots of steam trains. I went to China. Yeah, exactly. And then China had lots of steam trains when I was there in 1985. And I watch all this stuff on YouTube of all these people who actually went to China and to South Africa, and they filmed it all for us to see 30, 40 years later. And I tell myself, Jesus, I can't believe to see the video camera and doing what they did and have the memory of doing all the filming and the recording. But it is what it is, and so at least I incorporate. Yeah, I do it this. Yeah, so. No 484 steam engines going through the hills,
Unfortunately,
belching
no.
black smoke and causing all kinds of lovely atmosphere.
Well, I think it's a complicated problem. I need to get down to the train with 224. I haven't got that. And the 830.
Yeah, okay. What I do, and what I've done over the last 2 or 3 years, I'll drive to Port Elliot and I'll catch the train. I'll catch a train from the Port Elliot. I've taken the diesel from there, that's 8:30, and I've taken the coastal train from there. You feel it coming in. You've got the activities of Port Elliot, the old town, and then to Victor Harbor and back to Port Elliot.
Yeah.
It's not expensive. Yeah, short trip, and then you're doing the best section on the coast. And then when you get to Victor Harbor, you go for a walk out on Granite Island, Granite Island walk, and back have some trips, and then take the train back to Port Elliot. That's a great day, and I film it all, and that way you get the trains. And when my wife's parents came, that's what we did with them, so they got to experience that. Because and I've done Mount Barker to Victor Harbor as well. It's great. Mount Barker. It's
Just
okay.
for the experience, because I haven't done that. I've done the coffee train.
In 1992, when I first came back to Australia, to Adelaide, we took the steam rangers when it was still going. Back then from Adelaide. And that was a full day, taking to Victor Harbor and back. But the best part's going through the hills. And the people would come, you go through all those little towns on the way, and the kids would coming out of their backyard with their parents waving at people in the trains. And then those days you could be at the edge on the ends of the plastic on the vestibule. So you could do that. And now it's all closed off. Because one silly person got off and either killed himself or whatever it was, and it ruined it for everybody else. So I think it's got basically around the the mayor about it in Germany. They're building those big ones. And then when they're built, they have to go very, very, very slow. They can't build them too any bigger because they've only got that much space. And then they have to the sheds, and then they have to go all the way out to sea to Williams Harbour or something. So it's a full day to move this river. Yep. Whatever I want now, because I'll delete this sound. No, don't put any music on. I've got sound of the ships and so I just put that over the top. Ships horns, two, enough ships horns. Just to make it as attractive as possible for us to watch. Yeah, the right's nice with the off there. It's really nice. Yep. Yeah, it's perfect. Even the Ovation Seas could turn here. Well, it could if they wanted it to. It's got the space.
I've seen the diamond.
Yeah. Well, the Queen Mary 2 turn in Fremantle, and you've got 10 metres either side, and they can do it there. Why can't they do it here? Well, that's what it is. But yet in Fremantle, they have to do it because they haven't got any other options. Unless you turn it out at sea. Well, in Mauritius, when we went into Mauritius on the Queen Mary 2, the ship turned closer out at sea and then reversed all the way